Capricorn.
Do you follow Karen's daily scopes yet? If not, and wonder what they hold, click the sample link below and listen to both the Astro Scope and Tarot Scope, and get a feel for what you can expect in your love, career, and financial outlook for today.
Hello Capricorn, this is your forecast for March of 2014, and this might be a little longer forecast than normal because we got a lot of things going on and we got a lot of shifts going on, and we'll need to explain it because it's going to be lingering here until summer. So next month it won't be that long, I promise. However, though, we have 2 new moons this month, which is rather seldom that we do see. We had that in your birth month there, January, leaving us with no new moon in February, but we did have the full moon. And then here in March, we got 2 new moons again and a full moon. So we're shifting here, just the energies, the tempo of things. Next month in April, we're back to a full moon and a new moon. However, they've shifted because normally we start off early in the month with a new moon and then we have a full moon later on. But now it's going to be reversed where the full moon will come in first within the month and then the new moon later in the month. So there's a rhythm going on here, and it's shifting. The moon, you know, rules our inner self, our emotional self. And so we'll be seeing that, but it's really nice because the new moon here on top of the month, March 1st, will be in your area of the 3rd house for communication. So it's starting right off the bat here with a lot of energy, news coming into you, for you, or it might just be news that you're going to be giving out. But whatever the deal is, somehow it's going to be impacting the area of your closer community. It could be your neighbors, it could be your siblings one way or another, or it might just be something that you are working on as far as a project. Anything written, for example, now will be boosted with new beginnings. And it's potent because it's going to carry you throughout the next 12 months. Whatever it is, you start here on March 1st. And so it's also the day of putting down your intentions. So hang on to that jolt that you feel and say, you know what, the way I feel today is how I want to feel throughout the entire year. So I'm going to download and embody this sensation, this feeling, so I can carry it with me in the months to come. And you only have this chance, you know, once every 12 months. So it's a great time to make that promise to yourself. And on the 1st, we also have a Sun and Jupiter trine. So this day is going to be extra boostful as far as feeling joyous. There's this feeling of optimism, and this good news coming in might just have a very long-term effect for you. And I'm seeing that is between you and your significant other, your partner, whether your spouse or whoever you work closely with, one-on-one. So it could be an agent or, like I said, your spouse, your husband, wife. But whatever it is, whatever coming in here this day, pay attention to the 6th when Jupiter then kicks into action and starts moving forward after it's been retrograde and sleeping for the last 4 to 5 months. So you might have felt that things have been a little calmer, a little bit more quiet, maybe not as much on the forefront moving forward, but that will pick up from the 6th onwards. You'll see Jupiter just take off and find its wings again, and you'll see how your partner is going to be kicking into action, and also how you might now start feeling more energetic and giving to your partner in more of a generous and optimistic and playful way. The second new moon we have is March 30th, and it's well worth noting as well. This new moon will be in your area of the 4th house, which is family, the past. It's you, the inner you, the essence of you, your DNA connection to the family you came from, but also in the area of the family that you have created. If you have children and you're married, you will see that this area here now is going to light up, become a little bit more energetic, especially as this new moon over the following first day of the new moon is going to be passing and touching upon Uranus. So there might be something unexpected taking place in your home, or news of home, or if you're looking to buy a new home, this would be a great time to feel that the changes coming about is something that you truly and surely want. So put down your intentions there, for wanting to take a little bit more time at home, because many of you Capricornians, you're work focused and oriented, goal oriented and ambitious, so there's not always that much time at home, but now you will be feeling the joy of this and wanting to kind of embody it and carry it forward, that you promise yourself to take more time in this area. So the changes we're going to be talking about is what's going on with all the retrogrades that are piling up here. 2014, top of the month, or top of the year, we had Venus retrograding in your sign, in Capricorn. And normally Venus passes through this area, just, takes a month. It's been there 3 months. And this is your first house. And the first house is you. It's your personality. It's who you want to express. It's what you show, how people pick up on you, the way you come across to people. So it's beautiful to have that long extension of Venus here. The retrograde, though, might have slowed things down, where you, in a maybe more of a serious manner, have been thinking about that, how you present yourself. Your ruler, Saturn, of course, has been coloring this Venus, so you might have been thinking a little bit more karmically now, as far as your goals and your ambitions, and how you want to bring this out to the world, how it wants to master something. So you might have had a creative project that you have been totally, into and focused on dynamically. Pluto is in this first house of yours as well. And so whatever your ambition or project, well, it's been coming now, what I would like to say, to a sense of finality. And you might just have been finalizing this here in February, because Venus is moving out of this area into your second house for income from March 5th. So, yeah, I think your self-worth and what you've been, I won't say harping on, but perhaps trying to figure out, streamlining a little bit more, that has been quite essential for you. Then February came along with Mercury going retrograde for the entire month until February 28th, and is still retrograde if you're listening to this forecast on the February sign. So, that's not a time to move forward with new projects or signing anything. But then here, once Mercury turns direct, which will also then be February 28th, so it's already streamlined, moving forward on March 1st, when you have the new moon, when you have the Sun and Jupiter trine. So all of them are really working together. So some good news, just like gateways opening up for you on March 1st. We'll look at the other dates coming in here, but I'm sensing that there is not just this wave coming to lift and carry you, but there's more like this tidal wave coming and lifting you, a positive tidal wave of great energy coming in here for you. And then we have Saturn. Let's talk about Saturn, because Saturn is your ruler, and Saturn is going to retrograde on March 2nd, okay? And it's going to be there to July 20th. So what does that mean, having your ruler retrograde? Well, it means that your Primus engine, Saturn, will, in the area of hopes, dreams, wishes, but also your social networks, the people you associate with, and perhaps where you dedicate a lot of time to groups and organizations and maybe even charities. You might see now that the energy is not moving forward. It's going to stop. It's going to hold you here. It's going to have you think and rethink and evaluate and reevaluate the time that you've spent here. All of those groups, the networks, the friends that are important to you, they will just strengthen in this time, so that's not changing anything there. But it's also Saturn now having you ask yourself to July, how much do I want to dedicate here? And some of you will feel that you're going to jump in and dedicate a lot. That Saturn's saying, this is what I need to do, this is what I should be doing. I should have probably been doing more earlier, but I was so busy doing everything else that this area was kind of left out a little bit. So now you're going to be giving this extra time to go in, shore it up, and karmically also clean out, okay? Because see, it's in the sign of Scorpio, and Scorpio may at times just stuff or you know, carry that inner self-control and purge, you know. So you're going to be purging a little bit here in this area, and that will just behoove you. I don't see that you're going to have any problems with it. Actually, I think for many of you, you're going to feel that that's quite good, but just don't have too many expectations of things happening quickly now, because it's going to be slow until July. You know, so you want to kind of really get in touch with the power of the now and allow the now to unfold for you as you focus on these details. Then we have Mars. Mars is our drive, our ambition, our goals. It's our physical energy. This is now in your career house, and normally, I think I said last month too, Mars takes normally 6 weeks to transit. Here you have 8 months of transiting through, and it's going to retrograde on March 1st through May 20th. So here there's a slowdown. After you've been speeding ahead, you know, and reaching for those goals and feeling that your ambitions are just about to grasp something, then it slows down. Now, that can be frustrating for many of you because you are so result-oriented, Capricorn. But try to not let it frustrate you too much. What we don't really know is when retrogrades take place, and we're in this fast pace, we're always like anticipating that I'm going to reach this goal tomorrow and that goal next week, and that won't happen, okay? So you have the choice to allow yourself frustrate over it. Mars can frustrate. But see, the intention of the universe slowing it down for you is only for your higher good, because between now and May 20th, there may be opportunities coming your way that you don't know yet. You might just think you want to reach that goal and grab it now. That would give you something. It would give you a certain level, and yes, you could feel some satisfaction, but you have no idea what the universe is putting in place behind the scenes for you. There's other opportunities coming that you will know about. You might need to research it a little bit, and so when May 20th comes around and Mars goes direct again, then you will see how actually this long transit has behooved you, and it's bringing your scales into balance, and maybe it's slowing you down because your attention is needed somewhere else also, because it's all about the scales. What is too much focus on work? If it's been like this, what is that doing to your health? What is that doing to your relationships? Or, you know, how's your family situation looking? You know, so it's going to slow you down enough to start bringing up. And when your scales are balanced, you will find better health, happiness, joy, and harmony. And it's not for no reason that this long transit is happening to happen in the sign of Libra, which is all about harmony. It's about love. You know, Venus rules Libra. And so you're balancing up the scales of love. Love for yourself, love for your family, love for your partner, love for your work. But love is not only in one direction. And the intensity of your life has kept many of you like this, because Pluto now has been in your first house. And that intensifies everything, you know. And so we hone in on what it is. We make the first priority, but at the expense of the others. So listen within, listen to any hints that you might be hearing, listen to your higher self filtering through, and you will come to love, actually, that the retrograde is helping you slow down when you don't know how to. Venus is starting to move forward again in February, so that is just coming now in, and also will be shifting signs here when we get to March 5th. Moving out of that first house into the second house, now you're going to be thinking a little bit more about your money, your income, your finances, what you have been reaping for all the good work that you've been doing here in the past. And you'll start seeing how this is now adding to your self-worth, adding to those things that you believe in. Venus is also romance, and you're going to start feeling that that can be expressed and taking time to share more of it. And the more that you give, of your love, the more you're going to feel that your self-esteem, which the second house is all about too, is also going to be growing and flourishing much, much more. Now, we have Mercury in this very same sign of your financial income, your monthly income. Venus will come in here, join with it, and the two of them are going to be working at how you probably maybe even can start streamlining more money income, more ideas. And you're lucky because you have it in the second house, ruled by Uranus for you. So that's new thinking, thinking outside of the box, brainstorming. So you'll see how that will come together. Then we have, communication is important this month. You have a lot going on there, more coming in as well. It's how you communicate and who you communicate with, and how you're taking in information. So some of you might feel that this is going to be a busy month where chatting is going to be prominent on some level, and the need to clarify things within this area. And then we have the 13th, 14th, I feel, is a date that you should put on your charts, because here we have great news coming in from the Sun and Saturn, your ruler. The Sun in the area of news, information, research, coming up to your 11th house. So I'm feeling you might get some insights there, or some support coming from your networks, those you affiliate and work with. Could also be groups and organizations, and from them perhaps bringing something to your awareness that you can take on, look at, and I'd like to say research, and you probably will. You're really good at that. And bring to light something that can power you up for the months to come. Now, on the 14th, I also see you kicking into action with whatever insight you had there on the 13th. You're going to take action on the 14th. So it's like something coming in here, and then you going out with it the next day. Very busy days, but it's good days. Both of these here are something that can open up doors in the long run for you. Mercury's moving out of the area of financial income and into your third house of communication. So that's going to just add to the pile, okay? So now you've got a lot of things going on here. And you'll see how energy's picking up, where you're going to be probably to and fro, out and about. Maybe even short distance travel can be important from the 17th onwards throughout March. Then you have unexpected surprises. This is coming in here for you financially, and perhaps from a family member, or at least news. I'd like to say it has to do with finances, because Venus is in your second house, but it could also just be some beautiful sharing. Maybe they're just lifting your spirits, giving you a feeling of good self-confidence for work well done, whatever that is, but it's great. That's the 18th. And then on the 22nd, I do see how somehow you're going to be receiving a dream state. Could be an invitation. It could also just be something that you will envision here on this date that I'd like you to take note of, because what it has to do is probably for you a short trip. You might just get an inspiration that you need to go somewhere, follow the hunch. You might receive an inspiration that for an upcoming short trip, then mark that behind your ear, and then follow the lead, because there is guidance here from Spirit for you on 22nd. And it's one of those times where you just feel, the lightning bolt come in, and you just know that your hunch is saying that you should follow it. Do that. Then we have the 26th. We have Mercury and Jupiter. This is good news coming from your partner or to your partner, your significant other or your spouse, or who you work with closely one-on-one. It could be an agent too, for example, or a broker. But whoever that is, this news is essential. And I don't see necessarily you're going to act on it on the 26th. That's more for the 28th, because then I'm seeing how this communication or insight is actually going to kick in, okay? And it's going to empower. It's like putting in a new fuse. And this will be with you for some time to come. And then we're ending the end of the month on a very good note here with love and romance is feeling strong. I see those bonds tying you together, and also where you might also feel like you want to just, be together with your friends. Maybe you'll invite them to come home for a big dinner party, or you might just go out. You might be invited out to a group to do something really not just joyfully together, but something that can enhance a group. Maybe it's a charity function. Only you will know, but that is on the 29th. So you can see how things here are powering up, and it sounds like things are slowing down. Mars and Saturn, long-term retrogrades, just as we're coming out of a Jupiter for a 5-month retrograde, out of a Venus, out of a Mercury. But it's for a reason. In the long run, it's because the universe is always looking out for your higher good, and we are here to explain that to you. So have a good one. Read or listen to your moon and your rising sign, and I'll catch up with you in April. Bye now.
Do you follow Karen's daily scopes yet? If not, and wonder what they hold, click the sample link below and listen to both the Astro scope and Tarot scope, and get a feel for what you can expect in your love, career, and financial outlook for today.